Okay, hello. This is very weird, and if you could see myself right now, you would be laughing. But welcome back to a new episode of a Late Night Book Club. As you can see, it is not late night. It is very much in the day. It's actually 3 minutes past 3. I do a digital media course at uni, and one of the little perks I get from that is being able to rent out equipment. So I can just kind of pick any kind of cameras, audiovisual equipment, etc., book it out for a few days and use it. Obviously it's intended to use for my course, but I can use it for my own personal ventures as well. So, personal ventures being like this. Things have gone a little bit wrong with the setup, and as you can probably tell, it is a little bit scuffed still. The camera's going like in and out of focus, and if I'm looking here, I'm staring at myself in the little viewfinder. Yeah, it's kind of been a little bit of a tricky one. As you can see, I've got my little mic back. I did pick up from this, like the AV store, this podcasting mic. That's just a sleeve for the box. What I didn't realise is they did not give me the lead for it, which, you know, isn't the best thing because I didn't know that. So I've got the mic, I've got no lead to connect it to my camera. So currently the setup is, also the tripod that was recommended does not fit the camera I got. I should have looked more into it. I'm sorry. You guys are literally sat on a stack of books on top of a cardboard box in my airbed. Like, it's very scuffed, and I apologise, but I guess at least the quality will be a bit better. But I'm having to record the audio separately onto my Mac using this little microphone. So hopefully it'll all work out. I guess if it doesn't, I hope this is recording audio. Honestly, this is a bit of a test run. You have to bear with me. I was listening to the Bookmarked pod earlier, and I thought, I'm going to do a drink of the episode as well. Half drank, and I got it at about 12 p.m, and I still haven't finished it. My favourite thing about Starbucks is getting enough points to get a free drink. And I'm going to tell you a little story because I have had a little nightmare. So I went on a walk. I have been filming a bit of a day in the life, but I won't lie, I keep forgetting to film, and I keep having my hands full. And yeah. So it won't be the best little day in the life I've ever posted. But I went to Starbucks after my walk. Well, I went to Lidl first. I was just going to pick up some salad bits. I've been really fancying salad, and I've got some chicken breast, so I'm going to cook that, chop it up, put it in the salad, and maybe some chorizo. Don't know yet. You're going to have to hold me to it. You'll see in my little vlog, which will be on my TikTok, Library of Isabel. But I was like, oh my god, I've got enough Starbucks points for a free drink, and I've not had a Starbucks in ages. You know, I just normally make my own coffee. I don't treat myself like that. Uni student living, it's not easy. So I treated myself to this coffee with 500 points, and I customized it on the app, and I'm going to tell you what I ordered, and you can't judge me, okay? I like my coffees to be so sweet because I actually don't really like the taste of coffee that much. This autofocusing every 2 seconds is driving me insane. I'm so sorry. But I obviously got a venti because it was free, and then as you can see, there's no sticker, which is what I'm going to get to. I got it with oat milk, because, you know, hot girls have tummy problems. And I got white chocolate mocha syrup, and then some sugar-free caramel syrup. This is where it gets bad. So, obviously, like 5 shots of syrup is the standard for a venti drink. I like my drink so sweet, so normally I always go, like, above and beyond of what they recommend. But I hate asking for it in person, so I always order on the app because I feel so awkward. But then if I just come in and pick it up, it's fine. You know, it's not like a big deal. So I got 5 shots of the white chocolate mocha and 2 shots of the sugar-free caramel. Like, yeah, I know. That's excessive. That's really sweet. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I can't drink black coffee. I can't drink a flat white. It's an iced latte as well, so it's literally just pure, like, milk and syrup. But there's 3 shots of espresso in there, and like I said, I got it like 12 o'clock, still not finished it because it's a venti. In my defense, I had to walk home with a big bag of shopping, which I wasn't ready for. Like, I just went in to get a few bits, like we all say, and then I came out and I was like, oh my god, okay. I didn't get that much, but like, I didn't need it. You know when you walk around the shops and you're like, right, okay, I want salad bits, so I'm just gonna get some like bagged like salad stuff, like salad dressing. That's literally all I went in for. I came out, I decided to pick up some salmon fillets on a uni budget. Who are you? Picked up some rice, picked up a 16 pack of Twix bars. Why? Well, I know why, it's for my work breaks, but then I know that they'll melt in my pocket at work, so literally why did I do that? Anyway, then I got back and I went to pick up this camera and stuff, stopped off in reception, checked my letterbox. Just realised I've gone completely off topic, as per always. As you will be surprised though, this time I have made a list of ideas of stuff to talk about, so hopefully I can stop going off topic. But yeah, I got to the Starbucks after I'd ordered, big shopping bag in hand, got a bit lost because you have to go round a really weird way and I've forgotten whereabouts it was. I go in, the employees are just all laughing and like having a great time, like yeah, have a great time, work, love. I go up to the mobile order like pickup bit and they go, I'm so sorry, someone's just taken your drink. I was like, oh, that's fine, thinking that they were going to make me pay for another one. Luckily they didn't, luckily they just made it me. So then they were like, what was your order again? So that was a really awkward part where I had to be like, Christ, I am a child, I have to have as much like sugar and sweetness as possible. Also, this is going to make me shit awfully if you don't give me oat milk. Like, that's how I felt like it was coming across. Like, I was literally there and I was like, it was an iced latte with oat milk and 5 pumps of white chocolate mocha and 2 pumps of sugar-free caramel. Like, I felt like a child. I felt so embarrassed. It's embarrassing. I'm like, yeah, now everybody knows. And then one of the workers is chasing this guy outside as well because this guy had my drink. So then he gets the drink back off him and swaps and gives him his normal drink. The funniest part was I obviously got venti free. The other guy ordered a tall. He just saw a big drink and was like, yeah, I'll have that. How could you get that mixed up? Maybe I'm being silly. But anyway, so that was my little drama this morning. Got back, picked all this stuff up. I've been kind of putting it off, like setting it up, because I've had so much on my to-do list. It's kind of just like little, not like admin stuff, but like replying to emails, like making appointments, booking my train home on Thursday because I'm getting a new tattoo, going to see my friend Amy. My friend Amy, I met her because I got my first tattoo with her and then went back again. We were so awkward at first. I'm pretty sure Amy will watch this. So you come back, like, we were so awkward at first. Like, we just didn't speak, really. And it was just like, and then now we're literally best friends. Amy does have a BookTok account. If I remember, I will either put it on the screen now or put it in the description. Reminder guys. Yeah, I've just been doing loads of little things. I had to upload some dresses that I brought from home on Vinted and some tops and stuff. Selling some on Vinted is like, it's so hard because that money comes through and I'm like, yes, thank God. Taking the pictures of it and putting it on, that is the worst part. And it's so quick, I just put it off for so long, that's my issue. But yeah, so I've just been doing loads of little bits. I'm kind of just like, it's my day off and normally like I try and be as productive as possible. And to be fair, because I was obviously out the house for like 10, so I have been kind of productive, but all my stuff has been small, so it doesn't feel like I've actually done much. Like on my list, I have to clean my bathroom, like bleach my bathroom, which, you know, I obviously don't have to do today, it's not like a necessity, but I've got it in my head that I need to do it, but then now I'm just really procrastinating doing it, and that is why I'm here. So yeah, I'm gonna just stall for as long as possible. I did film another late night book club. Actually, it wasn't late. It wasn't actually late night. It was just more like evening book club. But obviously, if you don't know, Late Night Book Club is a series I started on my TikTok. It was just me recommending books I'd read at first. And I did want to talk about the origin of it because it was kind of something that gave me the courage to speak up and make a new form of content and see if I could get that same engagement from like longer form, like just chatting type of content. And yeah, it managed to work, you know. Obviously, like, if it didn't work, I wouldn't be doing this. I did get a lot of people who actually enjoyed it and like found me because of it, and I think it kind of became part of my little, like, I hate the word like brand, but like kind of became a part of the Library of Isabel. I always say Library of Iz. That is not my username. My username is Library of Isabel. But yeah, I think it's because I just don't get called Isabel, really. Obviously, like, I'm called Isabel, like, I'm not lying, but my main nicknames are Izzy and Iz, so, like, my display name is Iz, and I remember thinking I was going to do Library of Izzy, but I thought, I don't know if it was already gone, or if I just didn't think it sounded right, but I thought Library of Isabel just sounded, like, cuter, like, more put together, but it's always hard, because I literally always, like, forget when I say it out loud. If I type it, type my username, fine. If I say it, I'm like, Library of who? But yeah, the late night book club stuff was so fun. Like, it did get to the point though where I did start to feel a bit pressured to do it. Like, it was like I was kind of running out of ideas, because obviously it was like just recommending books at first, so that was kind of hard when, like, you know, you hit a book slump or like something happens, you're like, oh god, now literally what do I talk about? I've got no more books to recommend. Especially if it's like a book like I wouldn't recommend. I was like, now literally what do I do? So I did struggle for a bit, and obviously because I was trying to post it every night, so I'd often pre-record them. I'd record like 4 or something in one day, and then I wouldn't have to worry about recording them for a while, and then I'd feel so much guilt if I was like busy one night and I hadn't had any pre-recorded. I was like, oh my god, shit, like, what am I gonna do? But then when I came to uni and I like tried to, like, I thought, like, right, I'll revive it, maybe I might, like, you know, I'll try it again. And I thought, like, I'll just chat, because like I'll see how people think, and a lot of people got excited over it, and it was really nice. But obviously, like, I feel like with podcast styles, especially longer form podcasts, like, it gives me a bit more freedom to just chat, like, literally tell you about my Starbucks instance, stuff like that, but also talk about books and, like, stick to what you guys know me for. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm looking at my list of other stuff I'm thinking about talking about. One of them is I rewatched Wicked for the first time since theatres when it came out yesterday. I was showing my friend Layla it. She'd never watched it before, and I'm a big musical theatre girl. I don't know how much I've advertised that on my account, especially more recently, if you don't really know, you know, my old videos and stuff, but anything Hamilton, Heathers, Wicked, Newsies. Why have I forgotten every musical name, like every musical ever? Why have I forgotten every musical ever? Mean Girls the musical, Legally Blonde the musical, Beetlejuice, Dear Evan Hansen, Hairspray is up there. Yeah, I love musicals, and when I went to see the Wicked film the first time, honestly, perfect, amazing, gorgeous, loved it. Ariana killed it as Glinda. Like, she was the perfect Glinda. I cannot imagine somebody else being Glinda other than Kristen Chenoweth, obviously. But yeah, I showed Layla it. She was slandering it when it first came out, because I guess I understand the point of view. It was kind of everywhere. Like, it was all everybody was talking about. So, you know, if it wasn't something like you'd been waiting for and you were initially that interested in, I understand why it would seem quite like overpowering and annoying. And obviously I was talking about it all the time, and recently one of the like little vocal tics I've had and like hyperfixations has just been singing What Is This Feeling, or saying, does anyone want me to sing No One Mourns the Wicked before we go? Like, that's just my little things at the minute, and me and Layla always say that and like sing it. So I was like, do you finally want to watch do you want to watch like Wicked? She was like, yeah. And I was like, do you really? So we actually sat down yesterday, we watched it, she loved it, then had a very valid crash out at the end because she doesn't know the story of Wicked, so she has to wait until November to find out what happens. So that's like a very valid crash out. I think if you don't know the story of Wicked already, you're like, oh my god, like, what? Finish the film, show me. Having like 2 parts that might be like 3 hours long for a whole musical that is like 3 hours long does seem a bit excessive. Like, I get it, and especially if you're not used to musicals or like watching films that are that length with that like constant, like, what's so weird, like constant action and stuff. Like, it makes sense, but honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, I rewatched it again and I was noticing such small things, and I was like, they did this for the fans. Another film that has been very much done for the fans is Minecraft movie. I have not had a chance to watch it yet, and I will be watching it. I'm gonna hold my hands up, I will be watching that. I used to be a big Minecraft girl, like when I was younger, and then also like a few years ago. Like, I was big Minecraft fan, and I know there's like subtle little references to like the old YouTubers, the newer YouTubers. Like, I understand it comes across quite cringe, and it probably is, I presume, but yeah, it's a bit like the Five Nights at Freddy's film. Like, if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, you get it. But I'm waiting for all the other like book related, what's it called, like book adaptations. I don't know where my phone is, but I actually have a list of all the different book adaptations which are coming out soon. I really don't know where my phone is, but I know off the top of my head one that I've been waiting for ages, which I wish was a series, and I actually don't know if it's been scrapped altogether, but The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, that film adaptation has been like in the works, or like been talked about for so long. Give it me. Like, actually, like, I need it. But imagine if that was like at least a 7-episode series. Like, it could easily be like an 8, 9 or 10 episode series, because, you know, you've obviously got to like do one episode for each of the husbands, but also like the introduction and then like how it all ties together at the end. Like, that would be such a good series. You're telling me you can fit all that into 2 hours? Because no, like, that won't be good enough. And Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one of those books I remember I just flew through it. Like,